Welcome back to Let's Chat with Jen and Angie. I'm Angie.
And I am Jen.
And together we are Heart and Home Legacy Group with Edina Realty. Wow, here's a topic that we need to touch base on.
Will the housing market ever return to normal?
It's a fair question. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just watching from the sidelines, everyone seems to be waiting for the things to go back to normal.
But what if this is the new normal? When people say they want the market to return to normal, they're usually thinking about two things: super low interest rates or homes that are much more affordable.
Yes, and the reality is that those 2 to 3% interest rates we were seeing in 2020, 2021, they were historically out of the norm.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, what we're seeing, 6%, 5% are still really great interest rates. Because as a matter of fact, back in the 1980s, it was more like 10%.
Yeah.
However, our housing prices were a lot less back then too, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yes. So while today's rates feel expensive compared to a few years ago, historically, this is closer to the average.
So why are home prices still so high? And this is probably the biggest frustration that buyers are having. If rates are higher, why haven't prices dropped?
The simple answer is there just still isn't enough homes. Minnesota continues to have limited inventory. There is more, but it's still limited. More buyers than available homes usually means that the prices are going to stay fairly stable.
And here's another factor. Millions of homeowners have mortgages under 4%. They're not eager to sell and trade that payment for a much higher one. This means that there's fewer listings hitting the market.
Right. This is something economists call the lock-in effect. Homeowners love where they live, but they also love their mortgage rate. So unless life forces them to move, job changes, growing family, downsizing, they're going to stay put.
Which means inventory continues to stay tight. And that affects everyone trying to buy.
That's right. So what would it take for things to change or make a market feel more balanced? A few things that could help: more homes being built, more homeowners deciding to sell, obviously interest rates easing up, better affordability through higher wages or more inventory.
And notice we didn't say housing crash. Today's market is very different than 2008. Most homeowners have a ton of equity in their home, which is very different than what we had before.
Right.
Should buyers keep waiting? This might be our favorite question. Should I wait? Our answer is it depends on your life, not the headlines.
So if you're financially ready, if you have a stable income, if you plan to stay in the home for a few years, waiting may actually cost more if the prices continue rising or competition increases when rates eventually fall.
Yeah, and remember that if rates do drop later, you can always refinance, but you cannot buy at yesterday's price.
Sellers sometimes think they should wait too. But if you are also buying another home, waiting doesn't necessarily give you the advantage. You're selling high, but you're buying high as well.
Yeah, and every move is totally unique. That's why having a strategy matters more than anything. Trying to perfectly time the market is very hard.
Right.
You need a team of people behind you.
You sure do. Here in Minnesota, we're still seeing many well-priced homes sell quickly, especially homes that are updated, clean, and priced realistically.
I know, and we keep saying it. The days of putting a sign in the yard, expecting 20 offers, over asking price are out. But great homes still attract serious buyers.
Right.
And buyers have a little bit more breathing room than they did a couple of years ago, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And they're healthier for everyone.
My favorite game, myth versus reality. Let's play a quick round.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Prices are about to crash.
Ooh, the reality is that no one has a crystal ball, but most experts say a slower, steadier market rather than a dramatic national-wide crash is what we're having.
Okay.
Myth. The myth is higher rates mean no one is buying.
What's the reality? People buy homes every single day. Life doesn't stop because interest rates are changing.
Absolutely. Another myth. You have to perfectly time the market.
What's the reality?
Reality is the best time to buy or sell is when it is the right time for you and your financial goals and your life.
Yep. Easy peasy, right?
Lemon squeezy.
So, will the housing market ever return to normal? Maybe the better question is, what does normal really look like?
Normal, because markets change, interest rates change, inventory changes, and the constant though is that people are always going to need to buy and sell houses. So whether you're buying, you're selling, you're first time home buyer, you're a move up buyer, or you're investing, It just matters and is important information.
If you have questions, what's happening in your local market, we'd love to help.
Yes, absolutely. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with anybody who might be thinking about buying or selling a home.
That's right.
As always,
stay grounded, stay grateful, and keep building that legacy. Bye.
Yeah, are we on right now or are we stopped?
Oh, I do see it.
Yeah.